Alright, let's get some of this prep out of the way. That was 1 clove of garlic that I peeled. I got about 2 cups, big handful of wild mushrooms here. These are called chanterelle. Actually kind of common now in grocery stores in the fall. But if you can't find those, just use a white button or cremini. I'm going to cut those in like 1-inch pieces, so I'm going to cut these in half. Any mushroom will do, but chanterelle, nice woodsy, earthy flavor. Alright, let's prep our salmon. This is about a 10-ounce piece of wild salmon. I made sure the fishmonger took out all the bones. Those little pin bones got to get pulled out. You definitely want to leave the skin on, okay, but you want it scaled perfectly. Because the major deal with this is the beautiful crispy skin, as you're going to see. So I'm going to cut that in half with a real sharp knife. Alright. Now here's what's going to make this kind of interesting. We're going to take the knife, a really sharp knife again, and we're going to make little 1/2 inch deep incisions. You can make about 4 or 5 of them, about a 1/4 inch apart. Well, maybe closer than that, probably like 1/8 of an inch apart. By the way, this is a technique I saw Gordon Ramsay do, which I really liked. Now what those slices are going to do, that's going to really help crisp up the skin. And as you see here, when I salt and pepper it, it actually lets you get the seasoning right into the salmon. So you're going to season that real well, salt and pepper both sides. Alright, and then maybe 1/2 teaspoon of olive oil on each side, just rub it in. And again, that flavor is going right into those slices. Now I'm going to garnish this dish at the end, as you'll see, with a nice tomato, what's called a citronette. Alright, citronette is a vinaigrette, only use citrus juice. So I'm going to cut these tomatoes in half. Any cherry tomato will work. I know every store now has the red grape tomatoes and sun gold tomatoes, depending on the season. These are called toy box because they're just all different types. To the tomatoes, I'm going to add a teaspoon of mustard. Now, if you want to cheat, I'm going to use an herb mustard. You can just use regular mustard and then chop up some herbs for this. But tarragon is a fantastic herb to go with salmon, so I bought a tarragon mustard. And again, you go to the grocery store these days, you'll see a lot of herb mustards. That was 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil I just put in there. All right, give that a stir. And what, again, makes this a citronette is the lemon juice. So 1/2 a lemon squeezed in there. And this is going to just add a really nice, fresh aspect to the dish at the end. So that's going to stay cold. All right. Now to really draw out the juice of those tomatoes, we're going to put in a pinch of salt and a little bit of pepper here. And you're just going to put that in the fridge and forget about it until the rest of the dish is ready. So that's our tomato garnish. All right, I got a pan here on medium heat. All right, I got 3 or 4 tablespoons of oil in there, olive oil, and 1 clove of garlic that I did not chop. All right, I want you to put the whole clove of garlic in there and just saute that on medium heat for about 5 minutes. And then I want you to take out that garlic clove. That's just in there to scent the oil, just to give a real hint of garlic. I don't want you eating garlic in this dish, okay? So there you go. The garlic's out. You can see those mushrooms are starting to wilt a little bit. And I'm going to add my chunked up potato here. So what I did is I boiled 2 fairly large Yukon Gold potato. I guess you need about 8 ounces altogether. All right, a couple large Yukon Gold potatoes. And I cooked them, I chilled them. Actually, I did that the day before. And I just cut it almost as if I'm making home fries here. All right, I added some salt, some cayenne pepper. And again, home fries is the best way I can describe what we're making here. Now, what I'm going to call it on the recipe page, as you see, is a warm chanterelle mushroom and potato salad. But hey, let's not kid ourselves. We're making mushroom and potato home fries here. Now I'm going to take the juice of that other half a lemon. I'm going to squeeze that in, and that's going to do a few things. It's going to add some moisture. It's going to really brighten up the flavor, and it's also going to the sugars in that lemon juice are going to caramelize a little bit, and it adds a nice little extra layer of flavor there when these potatoes brown up. So I'm going to go probably 6 or 7 minutes on each side. I want to get a little bit of a crust going on there. Again, I kind of go medium heat all the way here. And that is looking pretty good. So that was, again, 10, 12 minutes altogether. And I'm just going to put that in a bowl. I'm going to put a piece of foil on it, and that's it. I don't want that real piping hot when I serve it. Okay, I want that under the salmon, warm to room temperature is perfect. Now I wiped out the same pan. No need to dirty another pan. I got a couple tablespoons of oil in there. And I'm going to keep this on medium to high heat, okay? Now, what we really want here is a nice crispy skin. So I'm going to go about 5 minutes on the skin side. Again, medium to high heat. We're kind of in between medium and high. And here's a trick. You can see how the salmon's cooking up from the bottom. It's just about halfway up that salmon. That's how I know to turn it. That was about 5 or 6 minutes. Right now, I like mine kind of medium. So when it gets just a little less than halfway up, I turn mine. If you want yours more, let it go 2/3 of the way up and so forth. But you know how you like your salmon cooked, so do it to your taste. I'm going to top a nice pile of those that warm mushroom and potato salad with my crispy skinned salmon. I'm going to place the tomatoes around. I'm going to drizzle some of that beautiful herb citronette. And that, I think, is a great, great salmon dish. Again, the contrasts are not only in the texture, we've got our crispy skin and our soft potato and our nice fresh tomato, but it's also a contrast in temperature. The cold, sharp bite of the tomato, the crispy skin that's hot, the potato salad that's warm, really, really works, I think. So I really hope you give this a try and enjoy.